arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill! Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the 2nd consecutive year.
And you have to think, Mike, this is the next dynasty, what we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City Chiefs. After last year's dominating Super Bowl performance, this roster, what Philadelphia has been able to put together these last couple years, I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Next, from the gun, on 3rd down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And the Broncos,
a big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Will Lutz.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's got space inside the 25. And he's down at the 3. What a run. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. There, maybe a yard.
Phillips on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll They'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Broncos.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Downfield got a man, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down, Eagles.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Philadelphia.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts will try it again.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Third and goal. Here's Hurts. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get is up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Should be the final play of this first quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, here's Nick. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They set up the screen for Robbins. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They send Sutton in motion. Throwing. Nix. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Brett Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Eagles.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Taken down at the 33.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. Hurts to throw. And go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he ran a gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's going to be third down.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton, and he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
And
A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 34.
I love the aggressive.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay
Previous play
officials
is under review.
indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
That's another
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go with him again, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Hey, stop it. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos go up by 7, 28-21.
Broncos 28, Eagles 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To start the drive, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jaquan McMillan in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now it's Hurts. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. That's Goddard in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Middle with Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Broncos first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll work this down inside the 35. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll try to run for it. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he's got another one. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Eagles 21. Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Oh, yeah. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
And an Eagle.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. Hurts again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Taking off, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
First down throw for Nix. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. And that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
second down. Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
He'll take a shot with Mims. That is hot. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 50 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop. One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the fourth from SoFi after this. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the fourth. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. He'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On third down, here's Hurts. To the right side, caught by Goddard. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over. On down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much. But yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. The open man is Atkins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now a run on first down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
3rd and 6.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And the Broncos have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And, Greg, I think we can say The best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.